Lance stands in the first hoop. We're underway here in Big D. James trying to throw it down for Ayton, is broken up and taken the other way by Daniel Gafford. Max Christie brings it up, third-year man, Michigan State. LaRavia will draw the defense on Flag, who picks up right where he left off on Friday night against Orlando.
And you already see the intentions. The Lakers wanted to go inside and establish Ayton. The Mavs said, let's go right back to Flag and see if he can get another 50-point game.
James on the drive, trying to leave it for Ayton. That is two intended for Ayton. That's two turnovers. B.J. Washington corner pitch. Najee Marshall works towards the paint. And Washington will take it. Rebound by Kennard for the Lakers. Came over in the trade with Atlanta right around deadline time. Dookie playing for a Dookie and J.J. Redick. Remember, 3 for 3, trying to get it to Ayton. This time, no turnover. Turnover basket.
You see, J.J. Redick and LeBron James both understand they're going to need Ayton going forward. Try to establish him early.
Coming over, a lot of body contact on that drive. Kennard saves it. And Rui Hachimura secured it for L.A. Kennard on the acceleration towards the basket. Catch to the corner for Rui. Hachimura hits the first.
To the corner for Rui, knocking down the open three.
You see a bunch of zone here for the Lakers. One would imagine. Christie out of the corner, 40% three-point shooter. You lose two starters, it's crushing for any team.
Yes.
But the two guys who are your highest usage guys, the most shots, free throws, even if it's a turnover, that's what that usage number is. When you take the way they were playing, it was Doncic and LaRavia hits the deck hard as he's denied at the rim. 5-on-4 for the minute. Trying to find the open man. Washington had it knocked away.
And to your point, Mike, when they were so aggressive, good pass by LeBron trying to get Ayton another look. They were so aggressive, it settled everybody else. Everybody settled into their role.
LaRavia short on the three. Jamal, do you think the other guys are thinking, I've got to look for my shot more, knowing those two guys, Reeves and Doncic, are out? As Flag hits his second field goal.
Good bump right there by Flag, but I think they absolutely think that. But you see, the one person we thought would shoot more, LeBron, is actually just taking a picture of the court. He's getting other guys going. He knows he's going to need them to close this thing out.
That's right. 8 trips so far, 5 field goal attempts, 2 turnovers. And LeBron has not taken a shot. Washington, no. Rebound for Kennard. 7 trips to the 5 missed field goals, the 2 turnovers. Another pass from Hachimura knocked away, so that's 3 early LA turnovers. Flag, through 2. He's going to stay down here. His last touch by the Lakers. Both got Gafford, 27 years old. 3rd game after he missed a couple with an injury. That's the part of Cooper Flag's game that has to continue to grow.
And that's exactly what Jason Kidd wants. No hesitation on his three-pointers. When he shoots like that and doesn't hesitate, he shoots a better percentage.
He had a career-high 6 3-point makes in the 51-point performance Friday. LeBron's got Christie. Time to take matters into his own hands.
Time or two. He just took it right to the basket.
Mavericks quickly back the other way with the acceleration by Najee Marshall. James sees another opening, goes to the basket, and has scored 2 field goals in a row.
He went 8 possessions without shooting a basket. Now he makes 2 back-to-back. He understands what this team needs at the right time.
Washington nicely on the reverse. And
the show probably to get LeBron more scoring opportunities.
That is part of the problem with those injuries. Guys who had the ball in their hands a lot for this Laker team. LeBron, nice pass to Kennard. One more Hachimura. His turnaround's good. Hachimura, who has been, as we said earlier, in and out of the starting lineup, averaging 11 points a game. And that allows the Lakers to jump back in the zone.
Yes, exactly. I have to think they're going to see a heavy dose of the zone, especially when this guy has the ball.
LeBron, Jordan Flag there for the second. Clock at 5 as Washington goes inside Ayton. Came over and ate it up. LaRavia back the other way. James reads the room. Kennard, one more. Hachimura hits a 3. He has 106 this year, most in his career.
And Ayton getting that block can go back to the beginning of the game of him getting the first 3 possessions. You engage him. Now he's going to be engaged on defense. It's good for Flag. Catch the defense off guard.
Right away, J.J. Redick looking at the back row of the bench, and they shook their head no. Do not challenge. 10 points. Not even halfway through this quarter. He has such a great ability to do so many things, but maybe being more selfish, quote unquote, trying to score a little bit more. Be that superstar that he has shown signs of in year one. 8 fouled as he goes up.
And you see that his team is still connected. Even when he got ejected last week, Najee Marshall said, I'm going with you. I'm going with my coach. I'm going with Cooper. If you can keep a team together under these circumstances, it only gets better when you get everybody back.
Christie from the outside. And LeBron will come get the rebound. Yeah, that game Friday night, there was a foul that should have been called on a Cooper flag drive. It was not. Cooper complained he got a tee. Jason Kidd got a tee. As James knocks it down from the outside. LeBron quickly up to 8 points. And then Najee on the sideline said the next possession down, kept giving it to the official, and he got tossed as well. And sometimes that's a sign of a team unraveling and not being connected. But as Jason told us pregame, it just shows guys care about what's going on.
And Cooper cared about it.
Bagley in for the first time for the Mavericks. Misses the shot. Marvin Bagley's missed the last 3 games with a shoulder injury. Guarding James and leaves it for Ayton. Got Bagley to commit. And Ayton, who shoots a very high percentage from the field, will come. DeAndre Ayton at the line. Misses that one. Well, let's be honest. There are 10 teams, even though we have 8 days left in the regular season, who know they are not going to be in the playoffs or the play-in. We know the 10 that are out. Many of those guys are packed as Marshall hits. They are ready to move on to their offseason. I don't get that sense of this Mavericks team, talking to Jason and being around them here today.
They're very present. They're very much in it. It's like they can see the bigger picture, even going through these difficult circumstances.
Corner, 3-pointer goes to Jared Vanderbilt. 8th-year man out of Kentucky, right calf injury. Wasn't sure if we were going to see him. Need everybody who can go right now for the Lakers. Flag again. What a quarter. Cooper flag with a dozen of the Dallas 21.
And even though he was aggressive with the move, he was so patient. He took a patient dribble, veered out to get the space he wanted to make the shot.
Hachimura on the curl. Nice recovery by Flag to pick up Ayton. Injuries aside, they got cleaned out by the Thunder.
They did. But they've been playing so well, and it's given the Laker fans belief as Marshall gets to the mid-range and knocks it down, that this team could be a serious threat, and then they have to deal with those 2 injuries. It's just tough blow for LA.
Bernard free. South Court triple off. Flag switches direct. Great line to the basket. And one. Right here, right in front of us. Like, there's going to be nobody at the rim.
No.
Going.
It was almost like he went in the car from the streets to the freeway. He knew what time it was to speed up and hit to the basket.
I like that.
Well, you rubbing off on me. You were your bag earlier today.
No, you're good. 15. That's the most points in the first quarter in his rookie season. What a rookie season it is. We'll get into the Rookie of the Year conversation. It's no disrespect to he or his old Duke roommate, Con Knippel, who's been awesome in Charlotte. It's a tough call this year. Hachimura staying hot, first Laker in double digits. He has 10. Both teams shooting over 50%. A little open gym feel to this opening quarter.
Yes, and if you're an open gym, I always want a player like Cooper Flag on my team.
Oh, yeah.
My goodness. He is just flowing right now. And here's a little secret. Once you get 50 points, points start to add up faster the next game. You'll cruise to 25. It looks like that's what he's doing now as Kennard misses.
Speaking of cruising, going at it again. Got it again. 19-point first quarter for Cooper Flag.
He heard you talking about Rookie of the Year, Mike. He said, I can hear you over there. I have ESP as well. He is balling.
He scored the last 7. Bronny James is in and going to the basket for 2. And one thing I love around the league, when Bronny plays, there is so many Bronny fans. They're happy to see him succeed.
I saw him in Summer League, and it was like the Beatles. Everybody was cheering for Bronny. And we just love to see him be successful. Way to attack the basket right there.
He's got Flag in front of him now. Cooper looking for a 20-point quarter. Rimmed it out. Sitting on 19. Buck 40 in this opening quarter. One thing about the Lakers that got better in this stretch when they played good ball, their defense has improved. Tonight, not so much. Hachimura over Flag.
Good defense right there by Cooper. He had a little swipe to mess with Rui's rhythm.
Out of the corner for the 3, Klay Thompson.